of credit.
Bastard is really underrated. Like
Yeah,
he's one of the most underrated players right now.
There it is. Okay, I think we're good.
Shit.
I think we're good.
Sucks.
Jesus fuck, plan ahead. Oh, trust me. You have no idea how much I planned ahead.
Yeah. He bothers me too much. Planning ahead.
No, the person's talking about my internet problems.
Yeah,
I literally rewired this house with coaxial cables. Just to see if that was like the issue, just in case.
My socks.
Last weekend's tournament went great with the internet.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we're okay for now. I have not dropped a single frame yet. So hopefully we're good to go. If you guys want to continue. Okay, so you want to take another question, Hannah?
Yep, this one's from Oak. He's asking, how do you think it would affect the PvP community if Blizzard put more focus on the RBG scene as a whole, focusing on cheaters and competitive RBG tourneys?
I missed the question. Can you please repeat?
Yeah. Wait.
Say that again.
This question from Oak, he says, how do you think it would affect the PvP community if Blizzard put more focus on the RBG scene as a whole, focusing on cheaters and competitive RBG tourneys?
Just goes back to like the same thing. Like there's not enough players to play it. That makes it makes it a focus for Blizzard. Like I get the whole thing where you're like, oh, if you make it a focus, maybe more players will come. But I feel like it has to show some sort of potential in the beginning, and I feel like it doesn't.
I don't think 10 on 10 is good for like spectator sport anyway either. Not for WoW.
I think RBGs are much better than Arena.
Yeah, I think
not
so
right now.
too, but I mean like.
But it's the people that play it. It's the community that make it worse.
I think
like back in the day, I don't know if like you guys played back then when everyone like all the best players actually played RBGs like in Kata and even in MoP a lot of the players did, but in Kata especially, like all the best players had like set teams. They fought each other all the time. It was insane. Like those games are probably the best games. And they were just like random games too. It's not like there were any tournaments or anything. Just like those were just random ladder games.
Warsong Gulch for like years and years and years was like a televised event in China. Like
was it actually?
Television.
That's cool.
Yeah, like. And like I remember we did our 6v6 Warsong Gulch tournament, and someone like sent me they sent me like the analytics because they rebroadcasted it in a Chinese whatever it is that they broadcast over there. They rebroadcasted it and like commentated it over Chinese, and they had like 200,000 viewers.
Dude, what?
The 6v6 could be huge if they just.
I think that's
6v6 is actually so good. I swear.
You guys love that 6v6, dude.
You
know whose idea?
I feel like I'm in the minority, saying that.
We didn't want to do 10v10.
It seems like really obvious to me that it's just so much better than Arena.
We didn't want to do 10v10, obviously, for a lot of reasons. And like when we were trying to do, I don't know.
I don't like 10v10. I think it's too many.
It's too hard to set up, and it's too hard to spectate, and this and that. And so we actually wanted to like drop it down to like 5 players. And then it seemed too little when we did testing, and then we dropped it. We went back up to like 7.
Yeah, 6 is perfect.
Yeah, and like it was actually tested a lot, and it was recommended to me by VHEL and 6v6, and we didn't even test it. I just trusted it, and we just did it. And 6v6 like worked better than all of our tests. It was actually crazy.
VHEL owns, dude. Like
Jared VHEL has a lot of great ideas.
I would trust that guy with a lot of stuff. He's a pretty smart guy.
He's really, really smart. Yeah, you don't get invited to certain groups because you kickbox strip. Yeah, I absolutely think that there is a lot of problems in the RBG community when it comes to cheating and stuff like that, and I think a lot of it has to do with the community not holding each other accountable, because like it's just as accessible for 3v3 arenas, but it doesn't happen as often at the highest rating 3v3 arena. And I think it's because I don't know, like if you are an RBG leader, don't invite kickbotters to your group, and then if you go and you lose to another kickbotting team, I honestly don't think that they would continue to just kickbot nonstop. I really don't.
Yeah, they need to be punished, penalized.
I don't know. There definitely needs to be more consistent punishment. Like I'm gonna 100% agreeing, but there's like literally nothing I feel like we can do from our point of view other than hold each other accountable.
I mean, ultimately, Blizzard should punish them, not the players. But since they're not, then to take initiative, like you guys did, basically. Like
It's gotta be both, I think. It's got to come from the community. It's definitely got to come from Blizzard.
I think it's mainly from Blizzard.
Yeah.
The community.
Yeah.
Okay, Hannah, give us another one.
Okay, this is from High.
Are we ever gonna get one that's gonna ask them ourselves, or are we just gonna hear?
Yeah, there's 2 more questions that they didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
want
tired
to
of hearing your
ask
voice
right
now.
I want to hear some. I want to get some
Kidding.
people in
I'm just
here
kidding.
actually communicating with me. You know, I enjoy it.
Yeah, I
High
like
Lemons.
when they can discuss their question too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're coming soon. There's a few more. There's 2 more questions that I ask, and then other people want to come in and ask them. So
All right.
you don't have to hear my voice for very long.
Thank
High
God.
Lemons asked, is there a pressure on players nowadays to multi-class because Jaw lost a Snutch Mage a lot recently, but Jaw only really focuses on
Lost
Mage, so is it advantageous to play multiple classes?
Well, I feel like that example is kind of irrelevant. I mean, I understand it's a troll example, but I mean, composition-wise and shit like that, like, what the fuck are you? Anyway, I definitely think that there is more encouragement to multi-class than ever before. Why is there more encouragement? Oh, I think it's because teams like Cloud9 have been doing pretty good, and
Gareki.
yeah,
Perfect
Gareki.
example.
Gareki's a staple boy for multi-classing and what advantage it can give you in a tournament scenario. And if you want to
Yeah.
be good in a tournament, yeah, so boom. There
Get
it
the
is.
multi-class.
I really do like that more and more players are multi-classing. I hate seeing a team get a bad bracket and get knocked out because they got unlucky. That's like the worst
Yeah.
thing ever from a tournament organizer. That's like what you don't want to happen. And I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to make a magical format to make it less about compositions in this game. I feel like it's got to be just an ideology switch. But it's really hard
Right now,
because
yeah,
even the game
it's-
fights you guys. You know,
Yeah.
you have to gear. You have to, I don't know. I don't know. What's your take, Jaw? I want to hear your opinion on this.
Yeah, skill cap for every class is much lower. It's harder to outplay people, so you're forced to have different comps. That's why every single GCD I have to play with Peekaboo and a Shadow Priest. Literally, like, best work in the game, crushes everyone for a while, and he has to play Shadow Priest for 90% of games.
Yeah. Dude, I
And then I
actually
can lose to-
love that finals where Peekaboo. You guys played so good. I don't know. But
I
like,
played okay.
Yeah, but that final
They
is
played
so
better.
rare, though. You feel like? I mean, I feel
Yeah,
like
Actually,
you
no,
never
our
see
opponents played
finals like
bad.
that,
We
dude.
didn't even play that good. They just played bad. They're not bad, obviously, but they played really bad those games. So it's not like
Yeah.
it's more like they lost than we won, to be honest.
right. I feel like a lot of
I mean,
the time
it was probably
it's
fun to
that
watch,
way.
but like,
Yeah. I don't know. All right, Hannah, give us another one.
Okay. This is from Glenn. He says, going back to the 6v6 discussion earlier, would a MOBA type map help non-experienced spectators have something solid to follow objective-wise?
What's a like a MOBA type map would have like camps and things to kill?
And like mobs.
I don't like that, honestly. That's like my least
I don't
favorite
think
part
a
about
6v6 map's hard to follow, anyways.
Yeah, I feel like the 6v6 maps aren't hard to follow to begin with. I really like
It would give
Capture
you
the Flag and
enough.
the simplicity of it. And I don't. I
Yeah.
think World of Warcraft is its separate monster, and you shouldn't try to make it like a different game. You know what I mean? Like you should.
I
make
agree with
something new.
that.
But I don't know. It could be cool. You know what I mean? It definitely could be cool. But I think he means a map showing in the corner. Oh yeah, totally. We totally want that. We've asked for it a lot of times. We totally want a
Yeah.
map in the corner. That'd make it so much easier. The interface.
you know, it'd be
currently-
sick
Yeah, sorry. What would be sick?
for 6v6 if they had multiple camera angles,
Yes. I 100%
so you can
agree.
watch like different
yeah.
things, because there's not one thing happening the whole time. There's
Yeah,
multiple
you
things.
need multiple camera people and multiple camera angles running at the same time
That'd be
if you want to
dope.
do 6v6. Yep, but we're currently working on that right now. We ordered a capture card and stuff like that, so that is actually our biggest production improvement. We always are trying to improve on our production, but that's our next thing on our checklist is multiple camera angles. And we're also going to be needing to utilize that for Overwatch, so. But yeah, I think that a mini map would be super beneficial. I think multiple
Yeah.
cameras would be super beneficial. And we're working on it. Good question.
Okay, next question is from Simon Howell. I'm gonna drag him to the channel so he can
Okay,
talk
good.
to
I'm
us.
like, are you
Oh, it's
asking-
thugonomics.
What?
What's thugonomics?
Yeah.
Industrial locks, man.
No, he actually is thugonomics. Not true.
Yo, what's
see.
up, Simon Howell?
Yo, what up, Mike?
Hey, what's going on, boy?
See,
What's up, dude?
Mikey.
All right, so my question is, guys, so like a lot of like the higher end players, like they'll get some rating or they'll get MMR and they'll just camp on it for like 3 months.
Sorry.
How do we disperse that MMR better? Because like I feel like when I queue up arena, at least when I'm trying to like play my main, I just queue into 20-pointer teams all day, and it just feels like I'm trying to push into a brick wall.
You're like pushing like at the highest rated players that are queuing right there, and you even with their MMR, you just can't get to the highest ratings.
Well, they're not queuing. That's the issue. Like a lot
They
of the
steal
higher.
the MMR and just it goes away.
Was it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
decay.
they're just holding it like a bank almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like going back to like the decay of MMR and CR would probably, because like, how do you fix that? I feel like the best way to fix that is to increase the incentive to keep people queuing. I don't know.
Yeah, you have any ideas on how to do that though? That was my question, I guess more.
If they're sitting on it, they should be punished. How to punish them though?
Just decay their rating.
Just
they
You have
go
to
down.
play.
Yeah, it's like any MOBA, right? You can't just
Either
sit diamond. You have to queue.
inflation or deflation or something. For now,
Yeah,
I don't know. It would probably take a whole different system to make like a really good answer to that, though.
Yeah, because I can't think of like a single good explanation as far as like how to change
Yeah.
it, even though I know it's not.
Every week they should just lose points if they don't play.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah.
You just need a new system, man. Like
Yeah, the
I don't know,
MMR
the system's
system,
old.
the rating system, all of it, like, it doesn't give
It's
enough
kinda old.
incentive. It's kind of broken, and I don't know.
It was incentive when people cared about achievements and shit, right? Like, but everybody has the achievements. Like,
Yeah.
no one gives a fuck about getting that rating anymore. They just get
Yeah.
there to get their titles at the end of the season.
Right?
Yeah.
No, yeah, I 100% agree. Should the achievements be season specific? Like, should you be like, I have Arena Master, and then when you go to the achievement, it says like season whatever? Or should it be like,
That's like a band-aid, dude. I don't know. That's
yeah,
Yeah. I don't know. I like the whole like wrath thing where like you got pieces of gear as incentive in order to get rating. That was kind of cool. They need to just make more like flashy things like that, I guess, what you guys talked about earlier.
yeah. I think that like all of us from the PvP community point of view, we all just really, really want something to work towards. Like we're here, we're still playing the game, and it's for things that we don't even care about anymore. You know, it's just to play the
Yeah.
game now.
Yeah, it should be just fun ultimately, anyways.
hmm
It's not good to punish people in PvP. It's a very fragile ecosystem. I feel like the ecosystem is fragile because it's catered. I don't know. Like I feel like the activity was a little bit better when it wasn't so casual. I don't know if that's the right word.
No, that's a good word.
Old inflated achievements are a huge barrier at lower ratings. Yeah, but that's just because people take that like I feel like that's the problem with people's mentality, not because of what it is. You know what I mean? Like if someone's not inviting you to a group because you don't have a certain achievement, it's because that person's stupid, not because you're good or bad. Like that's not a good representation of whether or not you're good and bad. I mean,
Damn, shots fired.
it's not a good. It's not. I feel like a better representation should be like your current CR or something along those lines. What if you got pieces of elite set as you went up? Yeah, like we brought that up earlier on today. We absolutely love any sort of idea that refers to incentive. Like if we get gear as we get rating, if there's deflation, if you sit on your rating too much, if there's thresholds of bronze, silver, and gold, like little things that you're following, like all of that's really good. And I feel like we're trying to fix consequences of lack of activity without like just trying to increase activity. I feel like a lot of issues would be solved with the increase of activity.
Just let's
Yeah, I'm AFK for 1 second, by the way.
Okay, no worries.
like Blizzard don't get it wrong. Like I don't the gear thing. I think is old and done now. Like I don't want new gear. I think there needs to be more exciting ways. Like the bronze. Like honestly, the MOBA division style of like rating whatever would be better. Where like if you're in Diamond Division, you get certain skins or whatever that you can use while you're in that division, and then it forces you to keep queuing or you decay
Yeah,
out of
that's
that
cool
division.
too, actually.
Right? Like or mount or something. Like something you can only use if you're in
Yeah.
that division. So people
Yeah, I
know,
agree.
oh shit, that guy's in Diamond. Like he's good.
So let's see here. Someone actually asked a question in chat that I just want to, it's kind of relevant. So they should bring back the real elite gear. And I disagree. Like the real gear that actually increases stats. I don't think that you should, like, obviously I think that players should get rewarded, but I never, ever, ever think that players should be on a different playing field as one another because
like
of how
that
good
either.
they are. Like I feel
Yeah.
like the playing field should always stay as equal as possible to keep the game as competitive as possible.
Yeah.
So people's abilities and people's skill and people's strategy and their synergy with their team is what's rewarded, not whether or not they have better gear. As soon as people start getting an advantage that isn't ability, like or skill, I disagree with it. But that's because I'm
Dude,
very
remember
biased. to the competitive
PvE
point of
pieces,
view.
dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, PvE pieces, for example.
It's just
But if
yeah.
you want more people to
Gears.
multi-class, you can't punish them for not playing all 3 characters every week. What does that mean? I don't
Yeah,
force
but you
people to
just
play
set
all
up
three
the
characters.
yeah, you just set up the decay or whatever, so it's like it's not that big a deal. Like it's not impossible to queue on 3 characters or whatever.
Oh, I see.
Like most
I
competitive
feel like most
people don't really
people
care about their rating anyways.
Yeah,
Too, so.
most people who are
Yeah.
competing in tournaments, like for example, do you think that like the people like on Cloud9 and TSM who play League care about like whether or not they're challenger or not? They're just coincidentally that because they're practicing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not their priority.
I thought it was okay. Okay, I'm gonna stop reading chat,
Okay.
man, because
Should we
we're supposed to
get
be
to the next
focusing.
question?
Simon Howell, do you have any other questions? Because I feel like I took up your time. If you want to ask,
Hey,
No,
Simon,
you're
what-
good, man. It's,
Alright,
it's all
dude.
good,
Great
man.
question.
Thanks for
No
coming in, buddy.
questions.
thanks, dude.
No worries, Jai. Have a good one, brother.
Cheers.
Okay, next question is from Totem Hamhaz.
Totem hahas. What's up, dude? Totem, you
Hey,
there,
what's up,
man?
buddy?
Hello, Totem.
Hey, Toto.
He's muted.
Did you not set him
Think
up?
so? Hey, what's up, man?
He might
Yeah,
not
thanks
be in
a
the
lot for-
browser. Is he in the
Yeah, we
browser?
hear you.
Let's
What's your
see
question,
if that
buddy?
works.
We don't hear it.
No, that's a good question, actually. I think you're right, actually. Yeah,
Oh, his push talk broke.
I agree.
Rest in peace. Hello?
Hold on, let me. No, it's working now.
Oh, I heard something.
Loud and clear. I didn't know you're a robot. That's cool.
Yeah, my question was more like the way the game seems to be going, everything is comp based. Comp, counter comps. That's all it is. Which is why you were talking about everybody having all these teams together with multiple comps.
Right.
If Blizz found a way to like kind of break the comp system, as in change DR or something to break the comp system, would you think, or do you think it would either get more people to play or what?
You're definitely
pretty right, yeah.
robotic-y. I just want to let you know, but I did understand your question. Yeah,
Maybe
I
he
don't
has a
think-
condition, man. That's really rude.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about your robot condition, but
Sensitive.
I really do think that the compositions in different compositions having advantage or disadvantage against other compositions is never gonna go away. It's always gonna be in the game. It's always been in the game. It's just how the game is. And I think that instead of like trying to get rid of whether or not compositions have advantage against one another, we have to kind of embrace it because it's part of the game. And that's kind of why that's why I have such a big hard on for multi-classing, is because it kind of gives the players the tools to be able to multi-comp. You know what I mean?
But here's
I don't
the thing,
think
too.
Blizzard can really do anything about that. Like, as long as classes are different, there's gonna have advantages and disadvantages against one another.
For example, in other expansions, like your class could do a lot more, and if you're able to do a lot more to outplay the other person, even if they're countering you, you could still beat them. Like as of now, it matters so much more because, like as a mage especially, I can only do so much. Like
Right.
not just as a mage, but as a lot of classes. Like
You're-
people are
you're-
capable.
You're punished a bit, honestly, if you try to do stuff other than your script, basically. In WoD.
Like it's always going to be a balance. It's not going to be perfect. It can be a lot better, obviously, but if if classes are able to do a lot more, then counter coming won't be as big of an issue because you could just play a lot better than the other team.
Yeah. I mean,
Like in MOP or even in Kata, obviously there were stupid things and bounces and everything, but you could still just play a lot better than the other team and win. That's not necessarily the case.
I
as
definitely
much
think
as-
that's true for like most of the top tier comps, but I think that the amount of top tier comps back then were not as much as they are now. You know what I mean? Like, there's
No,
definitely
wait,
some
say it again?
some decent class representation and spec representation, but I definitely think that since MOP specifically on has increased the amount of class representation a lot, and I think that you know what I really miss about Cat on Wrath is I miss how fast paced the games were. I miss how exciting it was to watch. But can we have that? Can we have that cake and can we eat it too here in the future with having a fast paced game and having high class representation?
I want my cake now.
That's what I want. I want really
think you
exciting
should. Yeah,
gameplay
yeah.
and
I
high
feel like you should be
representation
able
of
to.
classes. I don't know.
I feel like you could be able to.
Yeah.
I think it's more plausible now with the Legion PvP system. You know, so
It definitely. We're not trying to say that Legion's going to be the greatest thing. We're like, oh, Legion will fix it. That's not what we're trying to say. We're trying to say is that there's opportunities that Legion's presenting that has never been presented before, and to just kind of brush that off because it's another expansion from Blizzard and say, oh, Legion will fix it kind of hype thing is like kind of ignorant in a way.
Yeah,
Read the patch notes and use your own brain.
I'm excited.
yeah, there's just opportunity. The exciting thing is the opportunity, not the actual expansion.
Yeah.
So there's more opportunity for things to be fixed.
All right, we're on to the next one.
Okay,
Thank you for that
next
question.
From Rashiwi. I think that's how you say it. I don't know where he went. He was in this channel.
He ditched, man,
Well,
because we had to read all those texts. Like your hair, Ja.
You making fun of me?
No, I like it. I wish my hair could stick out like that. My hair doesn't. It just
Why'd you roll
curls
your
up in a
eyes?
ball.
You know I see you on camera.
I did not
So
roll
like your
my
hair.
eye. There's
Rolled your eyes.
my cheeks are really red. I got a lot of whiskey in me.
Same.
That's good.
I'm a rhinoceros.
You are an alcoholic, David. This is
Yeah,
not
David.
okay.
Hello?
He's here, but muted again. They enter muted.
Anna's dropping the ball on this, man.
It's just, it takes a little bit for Discord to recognize that they can start talking. Hold on.
One day I'll have. Hello?
He's back.
I moved it. Yeah, I'm back.
You're
Okay.
back. What's up, dude?
Well,
Welcome to the US.
It is good talking to you, all you guys. I think I've talked to everybody but.
Is this Nicholas?
Ja.
Oh, this is Raish.
Yeah, this is Raish. I do
How's it going,
that
man?
other podcast talk
You
show
sound
that
like,
sounds
NMP.
almost just like this. I sound like NMP.
Wow.
I'll take that as a compliment, I guess.
Yeah, MP's
No, it's
got a
not a
soothing
compliment.
voice.
I'm just kidding. You guys are cool. I like you.
What's
I
up,
like you, man. I
dude?
don't know you that well, but you seem like a really cool guy.
So I guess my question is, I've been doing my podcast deal for like 3-4 months now, and I kind of want to know what can people do in the community to like get more content out there, like the Q Up and GCD TV and my Q Popped, and it seems like it's entirely way too hard to get
It's
anything
really hard.
out there. And I mean, I get hate tales because I'll spam in trade chat and I'll spam on the BattleNet forums and I'll spam in Arena Junkies, and like everybody just hates it because they just get spammed with it. They're like, "What the hell is this?" And they'll look at it, and like we had Vinruki on a couple
I love me
months
some
ago.
Enrique.
Like that only got 500 listens since then, and it's been on SoundCloud for 2 months. Like I just, what can people do to get more stuff on in the community and be able to help more and monetize that if possible? Because I'm way in the hole after all the upgrades and stuff.
When it comes
It's really hard.
to, yeah, it's really difficult. There is a crazy like hump to get over, and then after that hump there's a momentum effect that occurs, so you kind of have to like just a little bit of backstory on me. When we first started GCD TV, we did it for fun. Obviously, we did it right away. We trying to get the content out there, not to get the content out there, but because we wanted our friends to compete in a tournament. And then we saw the potential, and we kind of went from there. Well, I mean, it's hard to say, but honestly, be at the right place at the right time. Be very consistent with the content that you create. Make a schedule that's very, very easy to follow. Cater to the accessibility to what everyone likes to watch. For example, Twitch.tv gets a lot of traffic to begin with. Not that hard for like people to tune in on Twitch.tv. SoundCloud, it's like a different crowd. Like there's definitely people, there's definitely traffic on SoundCloud, but the demographic specifically that you're trying to reach probably isn't super familiar with SoundCloud. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm on Twitch too, and it's on YouTube and iTunes
Yeah.
and stuff. But I just say SoundCloud because that's the one with the most. I mean, the Twitch gets 15, 20 views maybe, but we're lucky. So I'm not.
I would
don't wanna,
also
like, plug myself the whole time, but so maybe what can I don't know, what can like teams do? Like Elbareth, you're a team owner, and Dmachine, you do this. Like there's ways to make money and to get sponsors and stuff like that. And Splice is new, kind of. Tempo Storm's kind of new for WoW, but it doesn't really seem like there's other people trying to come in and make money. Is there room for it in a 10-year-old game at all?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that there's room
There's
for
so
it.
much room.
I just
There's
think
so
there's
much room.
so much interest in this game right now, but everyone's holding onto their wallets until Legion, if I'm honest. So, I mean, when it comes to sponsorships and stuff like that, it may seem super lucrative, but it's not nearly as lucrative as you think, I think.
So I've been talking to a lot of big organizations for my team personally, and there's not like every single team that I've talked to, every single organization I've talked to is really stoked on WoW. They're just really hesitant because of the lack of tournaments, right? There's not really much exposure for them.
Big tournaments.
Yeah, big tournaments. Like the small tournaments, they don't give a shit about, right? They have league teams that go to LCS and stuff. They want big tournaments for WoW. And which is a good thing and a bad thing, right? Because like the good thing is that they feel positive about the game, first of all, right? I mean, they're not upset about the game. They know what the game is. They think there's potential. The bad thing is that we don't have that many tournaments, right? We have regionals and BlizzCon are our only lands. So
It's dropping.
That's the
1
big
million
deal.
views.
But in terms of like what you can do to get more exposure or whatever, like it's just a grind. Like that's what it is consistency, grinding it out, and like never being satisfied with the content you're putting out. Like always just looking to improve and stuff like that, because like I mean there's so much out there that it's almost like really hard for people to find it out and stuff.
How often
Do you have to
your
appeal to
podcast?
people too that just strictly just want to be entertained somehow and not even like talk
Yeah.
about serious things sometimes?
Yeah, I mean, like we're looking at this.
Like, most of the people
podcast
that watch
right now.
WoW or just in general,
Yeah,
like
we
they
have,
just want
like-
to be entertained.
we have,
and
like,
not
two-
want to
one
think
of the-
about stuff.
Yeah, exactly. We have two of the best players in World of Warcraft. Like right now, we have Walterbare and we have Jahmilli on, and we're at like 1,300 viewers, which seems like a lot, but like realistically, if you're like looking at like a different talk show of a different game, if we had two of the best players of that game, it would be gigantically. Like this is nothing. You know what I mean? So I feel like specifically what you're trying to do, like with a podcast with like the best players, and you're talking specifically about PvP, you have a very small demographic that you're catering to. Like that's kind of a struggle that GCD TV works with, is that we're trying to branch out, we're trying to make our demographic as big as possible and try to like entice people that aren't really familiar with WoW PvP to come and watch it. And we do actually get that, because like there's incentive for like big streamers, they bring their following, that sort of thing, but like to just do it for the pure interest of what it is that you're trying to do, I think is going to be really difficult. There's got to be like some other reason for people to tune in instead of just they care about PvP. And I know that's kind of hard. It's like super duper hard.
Not a lot of people are like that. That's why.
How often do you what time is your podcast? Not to plug you consistently, but what time is your podcast and how often does it happen?
It's once a week. I won't completely plug it. I don't want to sell out, but it's once a week for about
Might
an
as well
hour,
at this
hour and a
point, yeah.
half.
It's all right.
So on Mondays.
It's once a week on Mondays. At what time?
5:30 Pacific.
And you do it every single week.
Yes, but we haven't done it in 2 months. Had to get some major upgrades. The quality was pretty terrible, so we had to get it all fixed, and now it's good. But
I was gonna be on it.
I feel
Yeah.
I feel empathy for that,
still are. I
but
think you still are.
Yeah, I'm down.
I don't know if you noticed, but like when GCD TV, like we took a 2-week break, and when we came back, we started with like 1,000 viewers for our max, and then we did 7 weekly tournaments, which was a lot of work, and then we got to our 8th tournament and we reached 5,000 viewers, and that was like the first big jump. Then after that we hit like 10,000 because we had a huge prize pool, this and that, and we took a break for 2 weeks, and we came back and we were averaging 1,000 to 2,000 viewers, and it's like it's just a testament to how important that consistency is. Like you feel like you have no momentum right now because like there's very few viewers or whatever, but that's still a momentum, and when you get that momentum to even like 100, that 100 can become 200 way faster than it took you to get to 100. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's like a really, really big momentum effect, and it's really hard to get over that hump. But if you can break free, and I think that you're also fighting a very inactive esports scene.
Yeah.
And we'll try to help you with that. But it's definitely a struggle, and you're not crazy for thinking it's a struggle. And I hope you keep at it, dude.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, next question is from Xylo.
Xylo?
Xylo.
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 Xylophone?
Xylo. He's about to ask us why, though.
What's up, dude? Are you there?
Hello.
Hey, what's going on? No pressure, man, but you're in front of 1,300 people. And they're all going to listen to talk.
They're waiting. They're waiting, man. Come on.
Okay, so this is more directed towards like Jaw and Walter. No offense to my fellow washed-up done dads, but what are you guys' thoughts on like the current state of Tier 1 comps and like the amount of them? There's like what, 3, maybe 4 at the very most.
So I think
there's more than that, to be honest.
Well, I mean, like in comparison to Wrath, like when I played,
Okay.
you know,
I didn't
like,
play in Wrath.
I think there's
the
actually a
list
lot of...
was a lot, you know.
But here's the thing, too. All the Tier 1 comps, like, what do you think is a Tier 1 comp? Like, name
Like,
your Tier 1 comps.
Like RMD, Turbo, maybe TSG, or Walking Dead, basically.
All of those can, like, be countered, too. That's the thing.
Oh, okay.
Like,
It's very wad, paper, scissors right now.
Like, Turbo
Yeah.
Turbo is, like, countered by a few things.
I feel like with
Pretty
the
weird.
Mongoloid cleaves, like TSG and stuff like that, that's what gave rise to the frozen chicken. Like a lot of people are playing frozen chicken now,
I love frozen chicken.
to kind of like counter these double melee DPS comps.
Yeah.
I think a big thing people don't realize is there's really good comps, but if everybody's queuing something like, I don't know, Mage Pally a lot, then like they don't look as good.
Mage
Even though
Valley gets countered by Warlock Shaman a lot. Too.
Jungle does
Yeah.
really good into turbo, but especially on like North American ladders right now, there's not that many turbos queuing.
Yeah.
So jungle doesn't
No,
look as
I
good.
play Resto Shaman jungle actually, so I know how that is. We have our issues with mainly just like mage druid comps. Can't stop enough CT chains, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
But it really feels like the amount of tier 1 comps in comparison to previous seasons, like, or expansions in general, is just very minimal. I don't know. What would you guys like to see comp wise, like for tier 1s at least in Legion?
I'd like to see some weird shit.
I don't remember as much other
Oh
expansions.
wait, we're
but I feel
talking
like-
about like universal comps, or are we? I'm fucking lagging again. Are we talking about universal comps, or are we talking about like tournament comps? Like, cause what I want is I want some weird non-universal compositions that come in.
Yeah, non-universal things, not like our typical WLS, not our typical WLD kind of stuff.
I mean, like that stuff. I feel like it's gonna come when the incentive for multi-classing comes as well. I mean, I beat it like a dead horse, but what I'm trying to say is that it's difficult because one, it's literally going against what the game encourages. Because the game encourages you queue up for ladder. That's literally trying to create a universal composition. So by us saying like, oh no, we want to have compositions that are good against specific things, they're never going to be able to practice that unless they specifically want
Yeah,
it, which is
exactly.
a lot of
It's only viable in tournament play.
yeah, exactly. So getting
Picks and
teams
bans.
to play, picks and bans would force that. But also I think I feel like there's no other way to get players to do like some crazy compositions unless you have picks and bans, or there could be like composition picks and bans, so teams could even practice it. So we can say RMD can be one of your compositions, God comp can be one of your compositions. You can list all your comps, and each team can like ban a comp, even if it's like a variation of the comp, like a healer.
I completely agree, because we only have 11 classes. It's not like League or Dota where we can. We can just give you 5 bans. You can buy it. You can, go ahead and ban 5 classes. Like, it doesn't work that way with WoW. So
I think that
11 classes is actually a lot for WoW too, because every class is like 100 abilities.
different
3
specs
different
and stuff like
specs.
that,
And different specs too. Yeah. What?
I think you're touching on an age-old question, which is like what we've been fighting against since day one of GCD TV, and I think that what will fix it is multi-classing, and I'm just gonna be super biased again.
The opposite of homogenization, I'm hoping you're gonna say.
I'm a big fan of that, and a lot of people are talking about Legion, and they're like, oh, but there's gonna be even less abilities, but that could be the template for even more abilities that are completely different, redoing specs and classes completely. You know what I mean? This could
agree.
it could literally go like, it sucks that yes, we're at this point where like, oh, we're really scared they took even more away, but at the same time we're at a point where we're at like a fresh palette where it could go super awesome in another way. You know what I mean? It could
exactly, because
like a lot of classes
right
need
now
to
we're all
redo.
scared.
They just do.
Like, especially as a person who plays Resto Shaman jungle, like when I look at my Feral losing clone, I'm just like, well, what am I supposed to do
you
now?
just cry.
Apparently,
hold
that's
on to
not
your tears for now.
happening.
Yes, hold on.
Ferals are gonna have clones, I think.
Oh, okay. Are they just like gutting it from restos, or?
Dude,
maybe.
I don't know. It's like,
it's so scary, man. It's so scary. But I mean, personally, I would love to see more comps viable. I would love to queue into more than just like Turbo and RMD all day, every day.
Yeah.
Maybe the occasional LSD here and there.
I feel like that also, what fixes that as well is more activity on the ladder too. Because like when you queue into RMD and you queue into Turbo, you probably are queuing into like that same RMD at 2500 MMR over and over and over again. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we need more teams too. Because like in EU, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of stuff queuing like over and over and over again, but there's a lot more teams queuing, so the variety inadvertently kind of is there.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the
they have
season,
a lot more countries as well.
Yeah, at the end of the season, like, what do you get the same comps over? Oh, you kind of do, huh? Like Holy Pally.
Basically. I mean, it
at the end of the
feels
season,
more.
I got Holy Pally God Camp like 7 times in a row.
in the beginning of each season, it feels like there's more variety. You know, like especially in the beginning of this season, we were
figuring
running
shit
into a
out.
lot of like MLS and MLD and MLP, and just a lot of really oddball comps. And now that things have kind of settled down, it's like we literally queue into God Comp, RMD, and Turbo, maybe Walking Dead sometimes,
That's
over
always
and
fun.
over and over.
Yeah. I think increasing the activity of the ladder and making it easier for people to multi-class. Oh, it's just hard, dude. It's just hard. I think, like you said, at the very beginning of every season, that when there is a patch change, all of a sudden you see a huge variety of changes. So they did say that there's going to be shorter PvP seasons. There's going to be more changes happening. And then with PvP specific talents, I feel like there's no excuse not to have more changes more often. And more changes more often means more variety, because people will never be like 100% on what's the greatest. We have 6 months to figure out what is the best universal compositions. 6 months.
Yeah.
That's bananas. That's a crazy amount
That's
of
a
time.
really long time.
So if we're able to shorten, not only that, but
It's
stuff
bananas.
changes constantly because of the gearing scales. You shorten, there's not going to be as nearly as significant gearing scaling, and there's going to be shorter periods of times in which stuff changes. Boom. Yeah, I feel like that'll fix a lot.
Yeah, I think that'll definitely help. I think they just need to be kind of careful with what they remove from the classes.
Oh yeah,
You
we're
know
all
what I
very
mean?
scared.
I'm very, very scared. You know, because I mean, we've all experienced, getting nerfed out of an expansion. Having to reroll. I mained Resto Druid up until season 9, and when season 9 came, I couldn't, I
I
couldn't
never
get past
experienced
like
that ever. I have
1800.
no idea what you're talking about. I'm a
Oh.
Retribution Paladin. I'm always good.
Life must be easy, man.
Yeah, so easy. All right, man. I really do appreciate your question, but Clutter is giving me the
Yeah,
stink
thanks.
eye.
Sorry,
Have a
I
good
just
one.
want to get these guys home. They probably want to go.
Oh yeah,
and
you guys
chill
are all
out.
probably like super tired.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Well,
have a good one.
I'd like
What?
to take a moment to just shout out all 3 of these guys for dealing with my lag and dealing with me just talking their ears off for hours. So thank you.
Never
Do you
again.
guys us?
Never again.
Cheers
By the
to
way,
you guys.
Dmachine, I'm fucking
This
done
question
with
is
this show.
from Resto123. He wants
Nice
to talk about the price of WoW, and he says, "All my friends hate WoW because of the price and stuff. I agree that the price is stupid. Does
So
the
cute.
price/monthly sub deter people from playing WoW?"
Probably a little
Yes.
bit, yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah,
At the same
everybody's
time-
playing League because it's free. So
Money rules the world, right? So if we can get more people to play PvP that already are paying for the game, like it's just everything takes money to do anything. And if we're able to already encourage the people who are currently playing, what I'm trying to say is that I don't think WoW will ever be free. I don't think that PvP even will ever be free. And so kind of like saying, oh, WoW is it definitely is the biggest barrier in terms of accessibility. But what do you think, guys? I don't know. I don't even know what to say.
Dude, 5.6 million people play this game. I don't think the price has anything to do with why it's not accessible.
yeah,
5.6 million people subscribe to this game. Like, it seems low because it what was
because it used to be so
12?
many.
Yeah,
but
12 million, but like
it's
even
still
5.6 million is so many people.
it's still
game.
more than like any other MMO by quite a bit. If I
Yeah.
And you talk about
Remember
5.6
that,
million
right?
people, and then you hear like other games like spit out numbers like, oh, we have 30 million people playing, so that means that there was one dude that made a free account that played for like a game.
Yeah, you
and
can
then
just
logged
make
out.
free accounts.
So yeah,
Yeah.
of course you have 30 million people playing. You have a free game. Like 5.6 million people, or was it 5.6? I don't know, I'm getting a little drunk.
Actually, the majority of the people are not Chinese. The numbers dropped, the sub numbers dropped because a lot of Chinese people unsubbed.
Yeah, because they have hourly subs, and Diablo 3 came out for
Mhm.
the first time ever. So
because they didn't have Miss Pandaria anymore, man.
It's because
Oh,
Diablo
man.
came out in China.
No, but for real, that was a big, gigantic thing that's not talked about enough. But it's fine. We can continue on now.
Okay, the next question is from SRD, and
Third.
Surd.
he
Wonder what
asks-
SRD stands for. I have a question for him.
Super ridiculous donkey dick.
Should ask him.
if you guys could have absolute control over one change to PvP gameplay, what would you do? I think you guys should each answer this question.
Dude,
separately.
he stole this question out of my book. This is the question I used to end all the queue
Yeah.
ups with. You guys go. I don't know.
I'll go first.
Please go first. We'll all go first.
You're gonna say destructible pillars
Oh,
Whoa, dude, Jahmilli
it's literally a
just like
dream. You don't
because
even-
I'm just kidding though. I think that's like the worst idea ever.
just dropping all the
But
frames.
I've
of
heard
Jahmilli's
people say
reaction.
that.
Fucking. man. That sucks so bad. That was the best reaction ever. No one's gonna see it because I dropped all the frames.
God damn it.
Fucking A.
Destructible pillars. That's legit.
Just remove pillars altogether, man. Just make it a big
Now
structure.
you can't remove them.
No,
You have to be doing something at all times.
That's actually kind of crazy. That actually might be cool. I don't know.
And you could have PvP talents to
It's
like
healers just not
Make the
interact
pillars
with them.
go down like in
yeah.
Yeah, but
New
wouldn't
Valor.
like comps like Ebola Cleave and like Windwalker DK just reign
Dude,
supreme?
as a druid, I could like have
What?
a talent
Without
to
pillars?
turn my pillar into like
Yeah.
a giant tree and like.
Oh
I don't
my
know, man.
gosh. What
Pillars
if
don't
shamans
do
have
much
a
against Windwalker
totem that
DK.
drops a pillar?
shaman pillar. Troll.
And
It'll
then they also-
literally be called the shaman pillar.
oh my
They
gosh.
should, actually.
And then there's a warlock pet that actually just becomes a gigantic stone wall.
You realize how sick that would actually be. Think about it as a shaman.
would
You
be
just
sick.
throw a pillar down. Or like if someone's running from you too, you could just like trap them. Like
Dude, my cheeks are
just for like a
getting
few
so
seconds.
red.
Just drop it on them for maximum DPS.
Or you trap them in the pillar.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Crush them.
Straight out of Heroes of the Storm. All right, Elb, what would you change in the game?
One change, if I had a overwhelming, like, I would separate PvP and PvE.
Oh,
would
yeah.
be, it would be a PvP only server, so you only PvP.
Tournament realm.
Yeah, tournament realm. There
You
would
would
be
make
no
tournament
reason
realm.
for PvE.
You took my idea. I should not have asked you before it was my idea. I'm not changing my idea. That's my idea, too.
Yeah,
So
high
we-
five.
Yeah,
We're
that was my
sharing it.
idea. I shouldn't have asked you.
We're sharing our idea. I would bring back Tournament Realm, and I would make Tournament Realm free.
Tournament realm would be like if you were gonna PvP, you would just go to tournament realm.
I think they
That's all
should
you
make
would do.
Tournament Realm, and they should make it free, and they should add microtransactions.
No, but then you have
to your Tournament
transmog
Realm.
and stuff. I don't want to go there.
Yeah, like
The
having my RP
microtransactions would
character.
be your transmog.
Yeah.
What?
Then you like, oh my god.
Oh, you just
there's
copy
so
your
many
characters?
opportunities for that.
So Tournament Realm being free, so it's as accessible as possible. You're level 100. You do not need a level. It's literally designed specifically for people who want to go in PvP. And I could say, hey, look at GCD TV. Come and play 3v3 Arena. They all come play 3v3 Arena. There's no accessibility barrier. There's no gearing barrier. They can multi-class all they want. And there's microtransactions, which are even more lucrative than any other transaction in a game because you see Heroes of the Storm. You see MOBA microtransactions. And you input the microtransactions for the little things like you just wanted. Transmog.
Yeah, if you want transmog, you fucking buy a
You don't
package.
have to. This is the thing about microtransactions. Everyone's like, and this is the same thing about like. I'm just gonna interrupt you all.
But I'll have to, man. I gotta be
Exactly.
unique.
You don't have to do that. Like you don't have to prestige. You don't. It's not there for so you have to do it. It's there if you want to do it. It's an option. So people are like, why would I ever want to do that? Then don't. Then don't. It's not catered to you.
Yeah, but y'all know skins make you 1,000
I would buy
times.
so many skins. Blizzard wouldn't lose money though.
No,
A lot of
they'd make
people.
money.
I think they would make.
They
money.
would probably make money overall.
I feel
Are you
like
kidding me, dude?
it's
Oh
a
my
risk
God.
though because they don't know they're gonna make money. So like we'll say,
They should be able to look at like other games though, like League. and Smite
I
and be
feel like my mindset on that is the same way like Chance's mindset is on like Astralis, like vanilla servers. You know what I mean? Like people would buy it, people would love it, but it's a risk.
Nah. Okay, so Heroes makes a lot of money, right? I mean, we've all seen that in the earnings reports, right? The all things point to Heroes makes a ton of money. Heroes skins are also one of the most expensive skins in any MOBA, and people still buy that shit.
Oh, dude, I still
People
do. I don't
love
play that game when I buy
cosmetic items.
skins.
Yeah, exactly. People love cosmetic items. Think of like how much potential WoW has for anything cosmetic, dude. Anything.
Yeah, people are
Mounts.
obsessed with it.
Yeah, you can like, dude. There's so much potential. I think it'd be a huge success. They'd make so much fucking money off it, dude.
If they charged real money for transmog and WoW, I would just quit the game. You don't.
Dude,
But this
you
is
can
separate
even
buy
from
it,
WoW.
though.
you can even make a chest system to where you have to buy chests, and there's a chance to get a really rare, like super cool item. So people
This
just
is
gamble.
WoW. This is WoW AT. Like this isn't.
This is just we're talking about.
Hey, T.
Okay, I'm sorry. We should
Hey.
probably go to the next question. I'm gonna
Okay.
get so worked up. I can go.
Oh, hey, Hannah.
in
Great
on,
job.
like every single little nook and cranny. I could literally tell you how I want that realm to be, but
Fucking cranny.
every
Yeah,
cranny.
tell me just
and
how you
nook.
like it, D-Machine.
Anyway, Taco Champion asks, "What are
What's his
the-
name, though?
what are
What's his
your
name again?
thoughts-
Say his name, say his name.
Taco Champion?
Taco Champion.
Nice.
Sounds good.
I want to ask these guys questions.
I'm getting
Yeah.
Taco Bell on my way home from the office, man.
What are your thoughts
That's
on
good.
19 Twinking and its 7K prize pool tourney last summer?
Wait, what was the question?
Okay, what are your guys' thoughts on 19 Twinking and its 7K prize pool tourney last summer?
It's awesome. It's
It's
a group of guys that got together who believe in something and are passionate about something and use the money themselves. And I always respect that. You know what I mean? I actually helped them broadcast that. Like not the main tournament,
really nice.
but yeah. I think it's awesome. And $7,000 is a lot of money to come up with. It took them a long time to come up with it, but I think it's really cool that they had the initiative and they took it and they put the work in and they made it an exciting broadcast. But unfortunately, consistency will always reign supreme. So, I mean, it's going to be hard for them to gain viewers and it's going to be hard for them to get the money back, which I'm sure they know, but they're just passionate about it. And yeah, I salute them.
I don't know how I feel about the Twinking in general because I don't think any of us really are involved in it much.
No.
Yeah,
I helped
I
them
don't know how
broadcast
competitive
it.
it is or
I
anything
know a
like
lot of them now, but I don't know anything about Twinking. I don't really. If I'm not talking shit. I just personally don't see the appeal, and yeah, so like it's cool and they're passionate about it. So that's all that really.
It's
matters.
even more unbalanced than max level PvP.
It is like they actually have to blacklist certain specs in class, which like versus I don't know. It's difficult, but I mean like if it has enough attention to it, then Blizzard will give enough attention to it too to cater to it. And it's like they're even a tier below us. Like we're at like high level PvP, and then you have Twinking. It's like both of us need to have a lot more attention for Blizzard to help us out. So
Yeah.
or to be worth helping us out. So I think they're awesome, but I don't think it's I think it's even less lucrative than what we're doing, which is not that lucrative to begin with. But we believe in ourselves and the power of
Lucrative.
and friendship.
Next question. You guys ready?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Hannah, are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm gonna have another sip
Alright,
of
let's do
whiskey.
it.
Oh god, I'm not ready.
You're ready, then I'm
What
ready.
is- What is your opinion?
Wait. I need to get ready. I'm
Oh,
just kidding.
I was a little bit too.
Is
much.
Elb ready?
I'm
David?
ready now.
Elbow, you ready?
I'm getting there.
10 seconds.
Oh, whoa. What's that supposed to mean? I'm almost ready.
What is your opinion on Blizzard wanting tank classes in PvP? Do
Who
you
asked this
think
question?
tank Specs can be viable. Awesome.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
Oscar.
I think
What
they're
a grudge.
cool. I like the idea of tank specs in PvP. I think it can be cool if they're not like gods, obviously. And then with the PvP talent changes, they can make changes consistently enough to make them not gods. And I think it's good because more specs in PvP means more variety. And when you have more variety, like we were just talking about earlier, like picks and bans can't happen because we only have 11 classes to choose from. Well, if those 11 classes all of a sudden had another viable spec available to them, there's a lot more variety and a lot more opportunity for that. So I'm personally excited for it. I'm personally excited for big change to the game. I think the game needs it to be refreshing and this and that. And go ahead, Jahmilli.
Oh, I don't like tank specs. I don't like defense in general. It's too much of it. I just look at people attack each other and kill each other, and it's fast and quick.
Warlock, prop paladin,
People are
shaman.
tanks. They're just like, "Du-du-du."
WLS
Can't
is
kill
a
me.
prop
Ah,
warrior.
look how cool I am. And then after you kill their partners, you have to sit there for 5 minutes trying to kill them.
That being
As
said,
long as it's not like that, I think it
Blood
would be
beta.
fine.
At the
So
same
it just
time-
depends on what you mean exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like, well,
If
obviously,
they're the way they've been in the past, then that would be bad.
Like look at prop
Exactly,
warriors
in
and
the
Wrath.
past.
Like they didn't even have to wear gear. Like they just wore PV gear.
Mhm.
Troll.
That's like I guess I should have added that disclaimer is that they're making drastic changes to classes moving forward, and I feel like if they are intending prop warriors and paladins and all that to be in high end arena, that they would accommodate those specs specifically to be able to fucking die. Honestly.
Yeah, F word.
Yeah, F word. Does that answer? What do you think, Elb? Are you feeling good right now, or?
I'm just like I don't tank, so like it's never gonna happen.
Depends what you mean, because tank generally means that you're just hard to kill and it's just super, like
If they make tanks viable to where it's not annoying to play, then it's not.
Or you
tank
could just-
anymore.
That's
or
like
you
the
could just
big
make
question.
it like another spec, and it doesn't have to be a
Yeah.
tank.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a good
like-
point. You could add like an additional spec. That's like the big question is whether or not. I guess like the idea of tanks in general is like it's a defensive spec, so you're automatically
Yeah.
gonna have something tanky. But
I don't think defense isn't fun to watch either. No one wants to watch a
No,
football
not
game
at
that
all.
has
I
3-0.
I would love to see like a tank like not have any damage available to him until like one giant burst or something, like something clunky like that. Because obviously tanks can't be like that consistent pressure.
David,
right?
that was Prot and Wad beta.
Exactly.
We queued against you. The game was literally like it timed out.
Oh no. Yeah, you gotta open your mind. Like it's gonna be a completely different game. Like to say that it's not completely possible at all is silly because it can't. It could be really cool. Like for example, I don't think it should be a top. Like it's obviously I feel like it won't be a super top tier thing. I feel like it's gonna be an off spec that's good for certain compositions. When you're
Dude,
talking
the
about-
designers are not gonna change the tank lore or whatever to make it viable in PvP. That's not gonna happen.
No,
Like,
that's what we're talking about right now. Is that they've rumored it. They rumored that tanks would be viable in PvP again.
yeah, and they're gonna be broken or something. It's gonna be dumb.
Definitely, I'm not trying to
Sure.
say that it's not going to be broken. I'm just trying to say is that it has the potential to be cool.
Okay.
There's zero potential.
Let's move on.
Moving on.
Leonidas asks.
Leonidas.
what is your- Leonidas.
This
asks,
is JCD. That's
what is
what he
your
says, right?
single
Yeah, that's what he
favorite
says.
moment in any PvP movie? Single favorite moment in any PvP movie.
When Buddhist and Ming, or no, yeah, when Buddhist kills Ming to save his girlfriend, which is a Moonkin boy. No, Mahiko.
I like-
Buddhist kills Ming to save Mahiko. If you don't know who Buddhist is, he's a rogue. He's on Warcraft movies. This is my favorite moment.
Buddhist and nudist.
What about you, Walterbare?
Favorite moment in a PvP movie?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know.
My favorite was when
I wouldn't remember. Something back in like BC or Wrath. Like one of those. I don't like PvP movies anymore.
Diane.
Arena
pretty much-
ones are like boring. I like the
Yeah.
old ones where they'd be like in battlegrounds and world PvP just doing like ridiculous stuff.
Dude, old school Hansel, it was pretty good too.
I pretty much loved like every moment of like every one of Reckful's videos. Like,
I did too.
Yeah.
It's just hard to compare.
I don't know if you're
Wreckful
being
3 was
sarcastic,
really
but I
good.
really did too.
Yeah, me too.
I like that.
I like the one
cheesy,
where I
like,
crushed the
outplay
water
stuff.
bottle.
That was one of my favorite PvP videos of all time.
No, my favorite one was actually when there was when there's this giant mountaintop in Dunmore. Like this gnome was like on top of the mountain, and this really cool music came on,
I think I know it.
and he like jumped off the mountain and slow flowed down for like 2 minutes, and then landed on a boat that was like pulling up. It was pretty sick.
Wait, whose video is that?
I could actually link it to you right now, Clutter.
Oh, thank you.
Flying gnome.
I feel like
What
I
about
remember
you,
seeing
Elb?
that too, though.
I actually have a really good one. There's a video out there. Not many people have seen this, right? It's called Dmachine 1. Oh my god, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Please
god,
don't.
dude.
Please
Oh my god.
don't.
The opening credits is something like giving them the D, and I was like,
Okay, no, that's not
whoa.
Dmachine 1. Okay.
No, anyways, a real talk. There wasn't even like there was this hunter video. He was named Yajal. He didn't queue arena.
Oh my
or anything.
gosh.
At least I don't know that. He would just do world PvP, and like it was back in the days of like Tolbrod, and he would just like troll. Like he'd put on different outfits and shit, and like go and kill people like 1v4, 1v3, like world PvP. And it was like such a big environment where he'd like run away and like troll them and shit, and then he'd come back and kill them. I don't know. It was like really interesting. It was fun to watch. But like in serious PvP videos, there's whatever. There's so many. I don't know. Dmachine 1's my favorite.
Oh my god. Don't link anything, Rune. I don't want people to be able to find that old shit. God. My favorite PvP video is the one that Hannah starred in, which is called Saving Island
Please,
Girl.
please don't ever
We
watch
got super.
Wait, what's it
I wanna
called?
see-
Literally, we went
No,
for as
please.
cringe as possible. All right, no. Next
Saving-
question,
saving
please.
who?
Please, next question.
I like
no.
when
my
Mitch
God.
one shot that guy.
Next question.
Yeah,
is
that was
from
good. That was a
He
good
was like
moment.
Kamehameha.
I love that one.
From Zillion, he asks, do you
Julia?
think Zillion?
Oh.
Zillion.
Do you
Okay.
think Blizzard should make 2v2 more competitive or balanced, since at the moment it depends on comps and split-second openings? In addition to this, a lot of games last for ages and only end when dampening has reached a high enough level. The whole issue of dampening may also be relevant for 3v3 and how the game is very slow-paced and dragged out. Thoughts?
I think that any changes to make 2v2 arena more competitive will directly have consequences to 3v3. And I
They should make it
prioritize
better than
3v3.
2v2 will be more competitive. They make classes better and stuff.
Yeah, I think that there's more a problem in like what Josh said.
Like it's just gonna automatically get better if they just make classes better and more versatile and able to do more and stuff. They shouldn't focus on 2v2 though. They should just focus on like the best and most competitive, and then in turn it will just make 2v2 better and stuff.
God damn it, Nosh. You son of a bitch.
Oh my god, swear words. Your mouse.
Go poop in someone's toilet, you god.
Saving Island Girl.
Oh my god.
Okay, no, please. Guys, let's continue. Oh god, why is this happening?
The gnome voice is so.
Did your name used to be Island Girl?
Yeah, her
Yes.
name used to be
Oh my god.
Please, no, Abby, you're on my side.
Oh
No.
my god, it's so good.
Just my text.
Oh my god.
Huh?
Anyway, does
Cheers,
anyone have
everybody.
any thoughts
You're gonna kill
on
me.
that last guy's question?
Mm-hmm. I need more.
Which one?
The 2v2 being more competitive and
Oh yeah.
balanced.
Oh yeah, I said that. So just don't focus on it. Just focus on making classes better and everything else better, and we'll make 2v2 better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's wanting instant gratification, but the game needs to be changed in a whole.
Oh, Al, what about your WoW videos?
Oh yeah, let's talk about that.
I don't even care. What?
El,
it
drink
doesn't
a
bother
cup
me.
before the stream ends, by the way.
Elb's so cool. He just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, El
I'm
doesn't give a
so-
fuck about it.
I mean,
This is
oh my
a
god.
gigantic
Swear word.
glass
Just
of
give a
scotch, Hannah. Just so you're aware.
Yo, look how many
Give
views
it
though. 29,000 views. Holy shit.
Can you not? Oh, is your video?
Dude, shut up.
Talk about mine, dude.
Okay,
Fuck
good,
you.
good.
Shut up.
Can we please get another question up in here, Clutter? That'd be great.
Sure, actually, this is the last question of the night. Let me just get him.
Ashley.
Here.
Is
What's
it
his name?
actually?
We made
ADSGF.
Wait, say it again.
ADSGF.
AGSG.
ADSG.
Stupid name.
Ooh.
Hey, what's going on, ADS? Yeah.
One sec.
Hello.
What's your question?
Alright, my question is, do you
Hello,
feel
mate.
like the old gods of WoW, such as Swifty, are being held back because of their missing pinky?
Yes.
Who the hell
think-
just giggled like that?
I think it's an
That was-
epidemic,
that was
and I think
Do
that
you
we
want me
need
to
to take
repeat
a
my question
stand
for you?
What do you use your
against the
pinky?
anti-pinkies.
Why does Swifty, well, Swifty obviously uses his pinky, you know?
Which pinky did he use? Will he lose?
I don't know, like,
He
I
lost
don't
his
know.
It's the left
He's been
pinky.
making
Left
so
pinky?
many razor
Well, he needs
dildos.
Left
his
pinky.
left pinky.
He has a
So
Razor Naga, so
Yes,
you,
that's why he
That's
has
a
the Razor
razor
Naga.
dildo, man.
We rise
No.
above with technology.
Is no
You
one
don't
gonna
need-
point out that
I don't
Clutter's
even need my pinky.
laughing?
You know what? I'm gonna break my pinky right now.
I heard a rumor. I heard a rumor that he sacrificed his pinky to.
No. His
The devil.
pinky broke off from him because Swifty was holding him back in the ladders.
He got his
Like,
Swifty one-shot macro from Satan
I thought.
yeah,
I thought
from
his
his pinky.
by giving up his pinky.
Oh my
Good
god.
pinky smash, boys.
It was a pinky sacrifice.
I just think
Yeah,
it's
it was-
very rude that Clutter laughed at the misfortune of Swifty.
Like, it's,
I'm gonna be
yeah,
honest with you
like,
guys.
look
I
what you know he's doing. Like,
Swifty's
it's so
hand,
fucking true.
and I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that there was a pinky missing.
Really?
Bullshit. Toxic came, or not Toxic. Dmachine came up to me. He's like, "Oh my god, dude, he's missing a finger."
He broke,
You're
he
so
broke in the construction of further razor products.
Yeah, but talking about like disabilities and stuff like that in game, there was a paladin named Maphat. I don't know if you guys remember him, but he was actually like a 2700 rated paladin, and he had like 2 fingers that sort of worked and 1 finger that was like deformed from birth.
Dude, have you seen Handy?
He owned.
Smooth
Dude,
transition
Handy
there.
is
Does have
actually
hands.
amazing too. Yeah, like I feel like if you are
It's like Global Elite
disabled
doesn't have hands. He plays
and
with
you
his
wanna play
nose.
games, you can find a way, and I believe in you.
Oh, I play
love
with
you.
a DK who is one armed.
Oh, I
played with
think
him
I
too.
remember seeing. Did he
I did
stream
too.
or something?
Yeah,
he
he,
streamed.
he streamed. I play RBGs with him.
Yeah, I
He's
remember
really
that
good.
guy.
Yeah, he was good. He had like a Naga Extreme or something. He had a billion buttons. On his...
And then you have no hands Ken is that quadriplegic who plays Diablo and stuff and League of Legends.
Yeah, he
with,
owns
Dude.
too.
his mouth.
You just have to believe in
Best
yourself.
thing was when Handy like got an ace or something, and then he typed in chat with his nose. He was like, "You mad?" Like he was like typing with his nose.
Yeah.
It was so sick.
And he would do it so fast. He's probably the best headbanger world. But yeah, thank you.
On a serious note, though, do you think at the moment, like, WoW PvP is a bit too face roll with regards to Ebola, Tabo, TSG? Like, as a Resto Druid, if I don't bear form 1 stun man, like, I'm just dead. It's fucking retarded.
Yeah, but
What's
you
your
also
opinion?
probably play a comp that has like a billion CC and is annoying to them, right? I don't know.
Well,
Like,
I play Ret Mage Druid, mate. It, like 2.1.
Well, that's your problem right there, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, but,
Red
like,
Paladin, I
you
can tell you.
can't do it.
That counts bad. Here's the thing, man. Okay, I think a lot of people. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong because I haven't like thought about it too much. But if you're not at like the highest level or constantly competing in it, it's like you can already do so much to improve.
Yeah,
gameplay.
obviously. Yeah.
It's really hard
It's like
to like talk
you hear
about like
you hear a bunch of
balance and
people
stuff.
like me, for example, like just complaining about the game. But it's like if I wasn't at this point and I was still improving, I don't think I would be complaining nearly as much.
Fair enough.
But it's hard for me to speak like that
it-
because I'm not.
There's definitely lackluster things in the game. There's lackluster things in every game, and I think that the thing that I want to fix it is to have more consistent changes, like we talked about earlier, and I think that would be a really big help to that. Could be just a random patch where Rets are gods, and then it lasts for 2 months, and then I don't play my Red anymore. You know, there it is. I really do appreciate your question, man. That was fun talking about.
Thanks a lot,
Spooky
ADS
Spooky.
Jeff.
See you later, boys.
See you
Remember
later,
the
bye.
order of your letters. ADS Jeff.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers,
Cheers,
dude.
mate.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.
All right.
Sounds
We've
like you
made it
were-
through this broadcast with awful ISP problems. For all of you who have tuned
Yeah,
in and
yes,
stuck
yes.
it out, thank you so much for watching this entire thing. I'm getting completely annihilated by this
Oh,
whiskey,
no gang
but
signs. Sorry.
we're gonna be ending the stream.
Want to
here
hear another
pretty
story?
soon.
Not at BlizzCon. I was like out
Oh,
the other day, and like
yeah, sure.
two of my black friends came in. And I was like-
Okay. What is? Where
and I
is
was
this
doing like
going?
gang signs, and they're like, dude, don't do that. Seriously, don't fucking do that. Don't have to do that. So it's actually a big deal. So don't do gang signs.
Yeah.
And they like taught me the history of like Bloods versus Crips and everything. It's pretty cool.
It's true. They'll hit you off, man,
Like you'll actually die.
All
The
right.
cyber criminals will get you.
and they'll hit you off.
Elbareth, give me a quick plug. A goodbye plug.
A quick plug. You can follow me on Twitter, Elbareth11. You can follow me on Twitch on Elbareth. If any sponsors are looking to pick up a World of Warcraft team, contact me. I'm the manager of Team Method Black. Currently 3 in the GCD Pro League.
Boom. There it is.
Chanimals, Rosita Jones, Asper, and Floria.
Boom.
Big names, dude. All right, you're up, Walter.
I'm just like plugging my stuff. Sorry, I wasn't
Dude,
really
plug
listening.
your stuff, plug your sponsor, plug it all, man. Let everyone know who to support.
Go check out Splice,
Splice.
Splice.gg. It's the TV
Going on right
guide
now, man.
guys, and also check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/Wallabare, not Walterbare.
Chihuahua Walla.
Oh, is it
Probably-
Wallabare?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
Twitch,
Wallabare.
Twitch. Oh, okay, I have your Twitter.
probably-
Is your
I'll probably
Twitter
stream later
Spy
tonight, too.
Walterbare, right?
Oh yeah, and my Twitter is
Twitter,
here. I'll just
yeah.
link it in chat.
No, you're good. It's right in the screen.
Your Twitter is Walter, but your Twitch is Walla, right? Something like that?
Yeah.
My Twitch is Walla because that's
You
like
need to
my
change your
old
Twitter
name.
Damn.
Why?
Don't do it right this second though, because everyone sees it on screen. I like. I
Wait,
like both
what?
of them.
I'm so
I got
confused.
prize in chat.
You
I
have, you have a lower third that has it on screen. It's been there the whole time. At Spy Walter Bear. These are all of our Twitters: Dmachine GCD, Elbareth11, Spy Walter Bear, and Jahmilli TS is all.
Oh, is that Pry? Hi, Pry.
It is Pride. Do we love Pride?
We love Pry. Love you, Pry.
Bye,
Make sure to follow Walter Bear on that Twitters
Oh, Pry.
because he's live streaming a lot
Because-
more and he's really entertaining to watch. But also,
Fry is not bad, but it's not very good either.
oh,
so.
I wish they played. Did they play that? They did play it, right?
No, it's because we lost.
They played the
I hate
Smoke
myself.
Solari Gaming like a Christmas ham when
Oh,
Tony
yeah.
said
Oh, man.
that, and he's like, they're not
Nice one, Hannah.
good, but-
And also, if you guys want to check out more of Splice GG,
They're not bad, but
check out the button below, the Splice button below. Thank you. They're our sponsors.
You
We
didn't
wouldn't be
ask
here
me.
without them. Please, Jahmilli, can you plug all of your things?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Just turn it
Jahmilli
off.
here,
Just
the
turn
leader
off.
of Tempo Storm.
Are you the leader?
Make
or
sure
are you,
to check out
I feel like,
tempostorm.com for all your guides and things.
I feel like you and
and
have been clashing
merchandise.
with the leadership.
Tempo Storm. Check out my stream, Twitch TV twitch.tv/Jahmillionaire. That's JAH Millionaire. I tell you to check out my Twitter. I don't really care though because I have 160,000 followers. So I don't really give a shit.
He really does.
Is it true that you and
So
you
I
and
don't
Artie
really
are gonna 1v1?
Check out my Christian
basketball?
Mingle.
You guys
What's
gonna
that?
1v1 in basketball to see who gets.
For the
I actually
leadership role of
smoke you.
Tempo
Like,
Storm.
actually, I'd smoke you like.
Okay, we already know that I would win, but I'm talking about you and
Sorry.
Artie. You guys are gonna fight for the
Hey,
leadership.
what?
Of
I
Tempo Storm.
literally give Artie the double dunk. You know what that is?
You dunk.
Do I
him
want to know?
dunk again?
I dunk all in the net and my. Yes, probably should. My nuts in his mouth at the same time. Okay,
The double
done. I said no swear words all the time, so I can
Dude,
see
I
that.
said so many. I blame the whiskey.
Yeah, I'm actually drunk. That's not me talking.
I guess I should plug too. What's up? I'm Dmachine. Please follow me on Twitter. And when I say my Twitter, I mean GCD's Twitter because that's all I really care about. It's twitter.com/GCDTV_. Be following on there and just follow the stream right here below to be notified when I go live. And I love you. I love you.
Should I tell the wealthy man bathroom story?
Yes. Tell the. But wait, should you?
Oh my
No,
god.
we can't do that.
Oh,
I'd go to
okay.
jail.
All right.
I don't know if I heard this one.
I
All
mean,
right. So to end the stream, I have a little surprise for you all. I'm actually going
What surprise?
because you've all
Is it a
seen
birthday
it
surprise?
already, and I figured I might as well just embrace the cringe. I'm going to be playing Saving Island Girl.
No,
To end the
no, you
stream.
didn't ask me.
Yes.
Yes.
that's actually effed up, dude. It's effed up, D.
All right, I love you all so much, and please enjoy.
The
See you
Canada's
guys next
PvP
time.
video or something.
They're muted now. Island! 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 You're finally 90! It's gonna be super sick. We're gonna do BGs, then we're gonna do arenas, we're gonna just go poo noobs.
I know, right? I'm so excited.
Yo, but who's that following you?
Hello, Dmachine. I am the Lord of the Internet Trolls. You've been evading me recently, so I have come to take what is most important to you.
Don't worry, Island. I'll take care of this guy.
You see,
Oh my
Dmachine,
god, this is
it
fucking
isn't
awful.
going to be that easy. I'm going to take Island Girl from you. If you ever want to see her again, you're going to need to defeat my minions. The more minions you defeat, the harder they will become. Good luck.
Island! Yo, Emu.
What's up?
I need your help. Against the sea.
Dude, that warrior's super under here.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
But the hunter's right here.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Where's in the hatch? First thing?
What the fuck are they doing?
Just died by the sword.
Chocolate.
Hunter's still in Narnia. Pretty hard here. Wow! Instant. Here, get ready to switch. Switching. Oh wow. Understood. That'll go into 2 clips. I'm so sorry, Hannah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Oh, I'm set. There it is. I'm triggering. I'm blinding everything. Punchers in a hotch. I'm trying to get on the third lead. First thing group. Come on, man. Back crazy. Come on, man. Oh. Come on, man. Back up. Love it. Rolling. Love it. Stop again. Blinding the Pharaoh.
Oh, it's over.
Close up. There it is. Clapping you. Yeah.
Oh, he's on me.
Sacrificing you. Yep. Put the paladin into a hatch. Good one.
I cannot believe this. You've defeated all of my minions. Take Island Girl back, but I will return with more and stronger minions.
Yo, Emu. Yo, Emu. Emu.
That doesn't do it for me. You see, Dmachine, it isn't going to be that easy. Alright, the same take, I'll edit it.
Well, I eat crayons.